Cagayan was the one of the early provincias that existed during the Spanish colonial period, called La Provincia de Cagayan.
So, pulong ng langit si Tita kasi na nakilala natin siya and let's feature her house. Ayan siya ngayon. Ito kami tutuloy for the rest of the life. Bye!
In a country that doesn't put too high a premium on history and historical architecture, this sense of local government can sometimes inspire awe. An example of this is the provincial capital of Cagayan province, which is located a few minutes from Cathedral City, but can be reached by the trike. Beautiful, isn't it? The former capital was Nueva Segovia, which also served as the seat of the Diocese of Nueva Segovia. Today, only 9,295.75 square kilometers remain of the former vastness of the province. The entire region, however, is still referred to as Cagayan Valley. With a lot of centuries-old churches dating back to Spanish colonization, you shouldn't miss out on some of its old-fashioned religious devices. Start a day in Cagayan province by visiting the brick-called Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul in Cathedral City. It's the biggest church in the area built during the Spanish era. And now, let's take a glimpse of ancient artifacts, fossils of animals that once roamed the valley, and liturgical works of Cagayan Provincial Museum and Historical Research Center.
So ayun guys, we're now here at the Cagayan Museum. So we're going to find some artifacts and some pictures about their history.
Cagayan Provincial Museum and Historical Research Center is for the culture-oriented. Located at the Provincial Capital Complex, it was conceived by the Provincial Board in 1971 and became operational on its inauguration on August 15, 1973 during the traditional Agaw na Cagayan. It is general museum and houses an extensive collection of artifacts, antiques, ethnographics, trade wares, heirloom pieces, and liturgical works of the province and fossils of animals that once roamed the valley. The museum also houses extensive data on the discovery of a Calao man by the National Museum. The center is only 5 kilometers from Tuguegarao. Inside the museum, we can find a stone jar late sung early Ming Dynasty. We also have the Mathaten, typewriter, first kind of typewriter that was brought to Cagayan in 1900s and was used in the insurance of cedulas. We can also find here the replica of Homo erectus skull. In Cagayan, the Awidon Mesa Formation where prehistoric stone tools were discovered was dated 1.7 million years and the Paleolithic site in Nambutuan. Solana was dated 800,000 years ago as evidenced by the fossils and Pleistocene mammals found in the area. This indicates possible migration of Homo erectus in Cagayan Valley.
Hi guys! Welcome. We are so excited na mapunta kami sa Calao Cave and now we are here!
So we're here with Kuya Will. So excited. He is our tour guide for today.
And together with other tourists,
We are now in the Calov Cave Peña Blanca, a cave with 7 chambers. It is one of the best known tourist attractions of the province. It is located in Barangay Coramba in Kibal, Peña Blanca, near to Tuguegarao, the capital city of the province of Cagayan. It has a natural cathedral located in the first chamber, which is turned into a chapel by the local people. The condition inside the cave caused stalactites and stalagmites, particularly in the deeper chambers. Every chamber has a natural crevices, which let light get into the cave, serving an illumination for otherwise dark areas of the place. It is said that in this cave, a much older version of a tabunan was unearthed here by the archaeologists. I suggest visiting this place on the height of the sun so you can witness the beam of the sun glowing inside the cave from its hole above. You can either hire a tricycle to take you to the famous caves or to commute with the locals.
Okay, we have the combined color, green and white color. Natural rock formations. 52 days more to go for the Christmas. Yes, so we see these 3 kings rock formations.
So how was your experience here in Calao Cave, Ma'am, sir?
It was a very powerful experience.
Yes.
After exploring the Calov Cave, our next destination is on Calvary Hills.
So to wrap up our day, guys, let's now proceed to our St. James Apostles Parish and the famous Calvary Hills.
Calvary Hills is located in Iguin, consists of 11 hectares of rolling hills. It features larger-than-life portrait statues in tableau settings of 14 Stations of the Cross, depicting Jesus Christ suffering death on Mount Calvary. This site was created in 1982 and conceived by parish priest Rogelio Cortez. It is a good destination for many devotees because it provides a memorable pilgrimage during the Holy Week. This lengthened season, experience a one-of-a-kind journey to Calvary Hills. It is one of the most photographed attractions in Cagayan Valley for its stark beauty. There is a brick stairway behind the church providing a new and a nice view of Cagayan River. The river was used by Spanish officials traveling from town to town by the river, and by the merchants who needed to transport goods to and from galleons. Feel the peace ambience of the place where you can view a majestic Cagayan River as well as the fertile valley of the province.
So, hi guys! As you can see, ito ang likod ng Calvary. And this place is really amazing. It's a quiet place and maganda talaga meditate dito kasi it's very peaceful. Nakakalanghap ka ng fresh air and tamang-tama sa mga taong stress tulad namin. So, see you later! So, it's already 8:56 in the morning and pangatlong araw na po natin ngayon dito sa Cagayan and we are going to ano yan, Prince? Bosor Falls and para makarating tayo doon, we need to do this one.
30 minutes, honey. 30 minutes.
30 minutes 30 minutes walk para makarating sa falls. And buwis buhay to kasi ang lalalim ng mga putik. As you can see, the footprints of Prince.
Our next destination is Bukal ng Buhay or Piat. Spring of Life is said to be miraculous water that can heal diseases of any kind. It is located below the hill where the Basilica of Our Lady of Piat stood. The first thing unique about the Basilica of Our Lady of Piat is the entrance arch. It is located at the back of the church and one has to go around from the entrance to see the church facade. The basilica has a simple facade flanked to the left by a tall belfry. It is located on the top of the hill to avoid flooding through about the seasonal overflowing of the Chico River. The church structure is mainly made of red bricks, which is common among the churches in Cagayan Valley, in contrast to the other old churches made of limestone and coral stone in the other parts of the Philippines. The interiors have curved ceiling made of wood with historical images and accounts at the top of the walls. There are also verandas inside the church which makes the shrine elegant. At the back of the church is a staircase that leads to the window located behind the case of the Virgin Mary wherein devotees can touch the dress of Our Lady. Adjacent to the basilica is the Piat Basilica Museum that holds several artifacts related to the Basilica of Our Lady of Piat. Also surrounding the sanctuary are blessing sites for religious items, the parish convent, and life-size representation of the Stations of the Cross. Masses are offered every day, but thousands of devotees attend every Sunday.
Museum of Basilica de
Cover Hills offer many scenic places like this. It offers the Christianity of